Have you ever imagined a future where robots walk among us, not as clunky metal boxers on wheels, but as beings that look and move just like us? Well, that future might be closer than you think. We're talking about humanoid robots, one of the most exciting and mind-bending frontiers in technology. Forget what you've seen in sci-fi movies for a second. The real story of humanoid robots is unfolding right now, and it's a tale of incredible innovation, complex challenges, and profound questions about what it means to be human. So, what exactly is a humanoid robot? Simply put, it's a robot with a body plan built to resemble the human form: a torso, a head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. But why this specific shape? Why not a spider-like robot or something with wheels? The answer is simple. We've built the world for ourselves. Our homes, our workplaces, our tools, our vehicles, everything is designed for human hands, human height, and human movement. A robot that can navigate our world seamlessly needs to be able to open doors, climb stairs, and use the same tools we do. The human form is the ultimate master key to the human world. The journey to create these machines has been long and filled with breathtaking breakthroughs. Think back to the early days. We had pioneers like OABOT-1 from Japan in the 1970s, a true trailblazer that could walk, see, and even communicate in a basic way. It was slow and clumsy by today's standards, but it was a monumental first step. Then came Honda's Azimo in the year 2004. Money of Wu, Azimo was the first time we saw a humanoid robot that truly captured the imagination. It could walk, run, climb stairs, and even dance. Azimo became a global ambassador for robotics, showing the world what was possible. Fast forward to today, and the pace of innovation is just staggering. We have companies like Boston Dynamics pushing the absolute limits of mobility. Their robot, Atlas, is an acrobatic marvel. It can run across uneven terrain, jump over obstacles, do backflips, and even perform parts. Watching Atlas move is both awe-inspiring and a little unsettling. It demonstrates a level of dynamic balance and agility that was once pure science fiction. The secret sauce is a combination of advanced hydraulics, sophisticated sensors, and incredibly complex control algorithms that allow it to react to its environment in real time, much like a person would. But it's not just about acrobatics. The new wave of humanoid robots is all about practical application. Take Tesla's Optimus. For example, the vision here is to create a general-purpose robot that can take over dangerous, repetitive, or boring tasks in manufacturing, logistics, and eventually, even our homes. Imagine a robot that can work on an assembly line, sort packages in a warehouse, or help you with chores around the house. The goal is to build a machine that can learn and adapt to new tasks, not just be programmed for one specific job. This requires massive advancements in artificial intelligence, particularly in computer vision and natural language processing, so the robot can understand its surroundings and follow instructions. Then there are companies like Figure AI, which are also laser-focused on deploying humanoids into the workforce. Their robot, Figure-01, is designed to be a thinking, learning worker. They've partnered with major players like BMW to test their robots in real-world automotive manufacturing environments. This is a crucial step. It's one thing to have a robot perform tricks in a lab. It is another thing entirely for it to operate safely and effectively alongside human workers in a dynamic factory setting. These robots are being designed to handle tasks that are physically demanding or ergonomically challenging for humans, potentially reducing workplace injuries and improving overall efficiency. The hardware itself is a marvel of engineering. The hands of these robots are becoming incredibly dexterous, aiming to replicate the sensitivity and precision of human hands. They are packed with sensors to feel pressure and temperature. The legs use a complex system of motors and joints to mimic the human gait, which is an incredibly difficult balancing act to master. Powering all of this is a huge challenge. Running a complex, human-sized machine requires a lot of energy, and battery life is a major hurdle that engineers are working tirelessly to overcome. You can have a factory worker that needs to plug in for a recharge every 30 minutes. Of course, the brain of the robot, the AI, is where the real magic happens. This isn't just about programming a set of movements. It's about creating an AI that can perceive the world through cameras and other sensors, understand what it's seeing, and then decide on the best course of action. This involves a technique called imitation learning, where the robot learns by watching a human perform a task. It also uses reinforcement learning, where the AI learns through trial and error, getting rewards for correct actions. It's a bit like how we learn as children. We watch, we try, we fail, and we try again until we get it right. The potential applications are almost limitless. In healthcare, humanoid robots could assist nurses, lift and move patients, or even perform delicate surgical procedures with superhuman precision. In disaster relief, they could enter areas too dangerous for humans, like collapsed buildings or contaminated zones, to search for survivors or assess damage. In space exploration, they could perform maintenance on the outside of a spacecraft or explore the surface of other planets, acting as the physical avatars for astronauts back on Earth. And yes, eventually, they could come into our homes, helping the elderly live independently, assisting people with disabilities, or just taking care of the laundry. But with great potential comes great responsibility. The rise of humanoid robots brings up some serious ethical and societal questions that we need to start discussing now. What happens to jobs? The fear that robots will take jobs away from humans is a valid concern. The transition could be disruptive, and we need to think about how we can retrain and reskill our workforce for the jobs of the future, which might be more focused on managing, maintaining, and working alongside these robotic partners. Then there are the safety concerns. A powerful, autonomous robot operating in a human environment needs to be incredibly safe and reliable. What happens if it malfunctions? How do we prevent them from being used for malicious purposes? These are complex engineering and regulatory challenges that need to be solved before widespread adoption is possible. We need to build in robust safety protocols and kill switches to ensure that humans are always in control. And perhaps the deepest question of all is our relationship with these machines. As they become more lifelike and integrated into our daily lives, how will that change our social interactions? What happens when a robot is not just a tool, but a companion? This is new territory for humanity, and it touches on the very definition of consciousness and connection. We need to be thoughtful about how we design these interactions to ensure they are healthy and beneficial for society. The journey of the humanoid robot is just beginning. We are living in a pivotal moment, witnessing the birth of a technology that could redefine human civilization. It's a journey filled with incredible technical challenges, from creating better batteries and stronger materials to developing smarter and more adaptable AI. But it's also a journey of imagination and responsibility. The future we build with these robots is up to us. Will they be partners that augment our abilities and free us from drudgery? Or will they create unforeseen problems? The answer lies in the choices we make today. It's a conversation that involves not just engineers and scientists, but all of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of humanoid robots. It is a topic that is going to become more and more relevant in the years to come. What do you think is the most exciting or worrying aspect of this technology? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the future of technology, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.